Top 10 COVID quotes. When it comes to COVID awareness and our need to protect self and others, 10 of my favorite quotes include, afraid or what? I'm not going to let fear rule my life. Fake news. Mainstream media lies. It's just Darwin at work. Mass? Ha! What a joke. Wake up, sheeple! When it's your time, it's your time. COVID? Shit. We lose thousands of people in car accidents every day. Oh yeah? You do know the suicide rate's up 150%, don't you? While the absolute fatalism of number 8, when it's your time, simultaneously fascinates and sickens me. After all, while we do all have to go sometime, we also know with absolute certainty that taking proper precautions and self-care raises average lifespan in the aggregate. We all live our lives acting on that knowledge to a greater or lesser degree. I'm also very fond of the fake analogy of number 9. COVID? Shit. We lose thousands of people in car accidents. Other daily killers are also used every day with its logic of why should we try to stop or reduce one global catastrophe if we can't solve them all? Regarding number 10, there has been an increase in suicide with COVID lockdowns, unemployment, financial uncertainty, etc. But the increase, as sad as it is, may be as low as 1%. Certainly, all of this death-mongering, kill them, save me, it's dogs will BS is infuriating. I'm going to focus on number 2. I'm not going to let fear rule my life because I find it especially ironic when directed at me. Let me lay the foundation of my personal situation. Even though I have a very comfortable life, I choose to do things that others consider risky. In particular, I have been a 4-season cycle commuter for more than 37 of the previous 40-plus years, including cities in the northern parts of the USA such as Hartford, Indianapolis, Cedar Rapids, and Washington, D.C., all cities between 40 and 42 degrees north latitude that have severe winters. I ride day and night, rain or shine, because I choose to, not because I have to. I know the risks, and I take precautions. I got my first bike helmet in 1980. I dress so I'm extremely visible. I now use bright flashing lights 100% of the time when I am cycling on roadways or anywhere that I will encounter motor vehicles. I use rearview mirrors, and I follow the rules of the road to make me predictable and assume that most drivers are distracted. By the way, I stopped riding at night in the rain, and I only cycle commute about 97% of the time, not 100%. Night riding in the rain or cycling in the snow down south are just too risky. I take risks and I take precautions. I work retail. Wearing a mask in a state that has a mask mandate in a store that enforces said mandate. Risk? Of course. But I wouldn't take the risk without the mask mitigating my chance of infection. And unlike many, I have the financial privilege of choosing not to work if I deem the risk too high. I mask in public. I do not eat indoors in restaurants. I social distance. I've also traveled 4 times during COVID crisis to 2 U.S. states that are COVID hotspots, including a trip to COVID Kim Reynolds Ultra Red, Iowa a week before Thanksgiving. Risky? Yes. Living my life in fear? Ha! I shouldn't have gone. My wife and I are strong and healthy 60-year-olds, but if I caught COVID and spread it, that would be a terrible consequence for my selfish act of having to see my grandson on his 6th birthday. In closing, I'd like to re-examine number 7. Wake up, sheeple! Indeed, we all need to wake up, smell the COVID, and follow CDC WHO guidelines and make our countries and our world better, more compassionate, less selfish places.